Well, it's been a while since I created a YouTube video. If it's your first time watching this video, hi, my name is Edmund, and what do? I work with business owners to install systems to get them more leads to increase their sales so that they can grow their business. Alright, so if you're first time watching, please subscribe and like, or you can join my newsletter where I talk a lot about marketing and tips that can help you get more clients. So over the last year, I've been pretty busy working with business owners, right, to advise them on their ads. And I'm shooting this video because I find myself repeating these 7 phrases a lot of times when I work with business owners. And these are not tactics or special tips, but I realize they are just like principles to help business owners who really want to build a business that is successful and happy as well. Because sometimes a successful business doesn't mean it's a happy business. Right, I'm sure you all heard of business owners who build very successful business, but at the end of the day, they are too stressed out to even lead a happy life. For me, that's my belief, right? When I'm an entrepreneur as well, so I strongly believe that when we build a business, it is possible to build one that is aligned to your values, one that's supposed to make you feel happy that you're actually doing it. So here are the 7 phrases I repeat to business owners who wants to build successful and happy business. Phrase number 1. This is what I always say. There's no right or wrong. If you're watching this and you're building a business, of course I don't know what business you're in, but some people when they start out their journey being an entrepreneur, they want to build like multi-million business, right? They want to build business so that they can one day exit for millions or billions of dollars. Some of them just want to build a business that can give them cash flow. Some of them just want to build business who can give them the flexibility to spend time with their kids, right? To spend time with their wives. So again, there's no right or wrong. The first thing I say to business owners when I work with them, even before we map out their growth strategy, right, is really what kind of business do you want to build? Maybe I can share my own, right? I want to build a business that allows me to spend time with my kids. I have 2 kids, by the way, for those of you who don't know. They are aged 5 and 3, and I want to build a business that allows me to spend time with them, to be there for their school events. So for your info, I'm a very hands-on dad. I send my kids to school every day. I pick them up every day. This is what I want to build. Alright, I want to build a business that allows me to spend time, to be really present with my kids, to be able to go out for lunch with my wife, and that's exactly the kind of business I want to build. I don't need to build multi-million business, right? I want to build a business that gives me the freedom, the flexibility to spend time with my family. And again, there's no right or wrong. I have business owners who are scaling past 50 to 100k a month, right? Some of them are on track to building a 10M to 15M business. If that's what they want, sure, right? But again, if today you're watching this and you're a small business owner, you want to build something that can just give you the cash flow, yet the freedom to spend time with your family, or basically do whatever you want. There's no right or wrong. And that's the first phrase I always tell business owner. And it's important to know what kind of business you want to build, because from day one, you will know what's needed, you will know what to build. Alright, the second phrase I find myself repeating to the business owners I work with is this: trust the process and detach emotions. So I work a lot with business owners in helping them to generate leads, right? I talk about their offer, what's their product first, before crafting the messaging for them. Then I will build a campaign to get them leads. And then, of course, if you follow my content long enough, you will know that I always say leads is just the beginning. Alright, leads doesn't make your business successful. Because to me, getting leads is very easy. What's harder is actually how to turn those leads into customers. Number 1, you get a lead, then you need to be able to follow up with them, set an appointment with them, and then thirdly, close them. Right, so the whole process takes time to optimize and to build. But I realize this, when I work with business owners, right, there are bound to be good days and bad days. Some days you get a lot of leads, right? Some days there will be like 0 leads. And when you get 0 leads is the time where you might start to feel emotional. Oh man, shit man, my campaign is not doing well. These are the replies I hear a lot from my clients. But I always tell them this, right? You need to trust the process, because I've done this many times, right? I work with real estate agents, personal trainers, service businesses, tuition centers, financial advisors. You just got to trust the process, because I built it many times for myself as well, right? I own a music school, I have an e-commerce store as well, and I know that you need to trust the process, number 1, because I've seen it work, I've made it work. Number 2, you need to detach your emotions from it, because there are really bad days and good days. So just trust the process, right? Today, if there are leads coming in, follow up. If there's no lead, it's fine. Third day, there will be leads again. Just trust the process and follow up. This is exactly what I told a personal trainer I'm working with right now who was wanting to scale his business. The first month we worked together, he was very uncertain. He wasn't sure if this whole ads thing is going to work. I said, trust the process. Okay, in the first month, he got a 10x return on his ad spend, right? I think he spent like just 1,000 plus on ads, but his revenue revenue for that month was 10k plus. So that was 10x returns. On the second month, he closed 0. I said it's fine. Okay, on that call, I think that call was just last week. So I work with them one-to-one, right? We do weekly calls. On the call last week, he was very demoralized. He was very emotional. I said, hey bro, it's okay. Just trust the process. Okay, just do the same thing you have been doing, right? I look at the numbers, I look at the stats. This is what I'm supposed to do. Just carry on doing this process. And right after that call, he closed another deal, 4k. And again, we are on track to hitting past 10k probably this month. In the whole course of this business journey that you're gonna be on, right, there will be up and downs. The phrase that I always repeat is to just trust the system and then detach their emotions from the process. As long as you follow the system, you optimize it, the results will come after that. Now, the third phrase I always find myself repeating, right, to business owners is this: work on the business, don't just work in the business. Okay, if you're watching this again, if you're a small business owner, I'm very sure that some of you built a business and you've gotten so busy that you are totally buried into the business without having time to really think about what kind of business you want to build. Now, it's important to work in a business. Yes, you got to hustle, you got to talk to your leads, your prospects, meet them, do your presentation, close them. Yes, that's important, but you have to remember to take time to not just work in the business, but work on the business. Meaning, what can you do today to automate some parts of your business? When you work in the business, yes, you're going to get busy bringing the sales in. When you work on the business, you get to think about things like how can you scale it sustainably? How can you automate some of the processes? Who should you be hiring? How should you be training your team? How should you be putting your SOPs in place to scale them so that it becomes a very sustainable business for you? Because the truth is this, right? When people start to scale their business, it becomes not sustainable. And that's where burnout happens, right? And burnout is not fun. If it happens to you, once you face burnout, your business will be affected very badly. Spend time to work on the business. Think about what are the processes you can automate, how to bring yourself out of the business. All right, the fourth phrase I find myself always repeating to clients who I'm working with who wants to build a successful and a happy business is this: build systems that do the heavy lifting. Okay, now I don't know in your business right now how many parts of it are being automated. I can probably tell you that my businesses, most of the processes that can be automated are already automated. When my leads come in, number one, they will receive an automated WhatsApp. They will be receiving a 7-day email workflow to nurture these leads so that they will book a call and talk to me. And this is the exact process I built for the clients I work with. When leads goes to them, for example, real estate agents, they are too busy to even call the leads. When the lead comes in, automated WhatsApp goes out to them, a conversation gets started, and it takes away a lot of manual work. Imagine today, right, a lead comes into you, you're a real estate agent. You're already so busy going for appointments. You still have to add the contact in, WhatsApp them, spend time texting them. That takes up a lot of your time, right? So you need to think about what are the systems you can build in place to make life easier, okay? And these are the things that I install for myself as well as for my clients who wants to build a more sustainable business. Important thing is to build system that does the heavy lifting, right? So think about how can you automate your WhatsApp follow-up? Do you have a system in place to always put out your messaging and your content, right? So for me, you'll be surprised as you're watching this. Maybe I'll just put in a snippet, right, of a video of myself talking. This is completely done via AI. Maybe some of you who watch my content enough, you know that it doesn't really sound 100% like me. It sounds 85% like me, and that's good enough. And this is part of my system to put content out systematically without me having to film every week, right? Because the fact is this, right? As I'm filming this video, the last YouTube video I did was probably 2 months back. Life gets busy, right? It's super hard for me to sit down here to film a YouTube video. I'll try to be more consistent, but the truth is life gets busy and it's hard to be consistent, right? So you need to think about how, whatever tools you have, right, think about how you can actually automate and systemize it. So my key message is this, right? I always repeat this to clients: build systems that can do the heavy lifting. Your lead flow, your content. A lot of you guys are using ChatGPT right now, right? Use it to create ideas, right? So that you don't even have to think about what kind of content to go and film. Put in a prompt, there's a list of content to film, put your camera there, sit down and just start filming. That is also a way of systemizing your content flow. The fifth point I always repeat to clients is this: there is always a solution to every business problem. I firmly believe in this, especially today with so many AI tools out there, right? There's really no business problems that you cannot fix, right? If you're watching this video, comment below, name me a business problem you have. Not enough sales, that means you need to have more leads. Not enough leads, even though you're running ads, it means your messaging is not doing well. If you're getting leads but not converting, it means there's something wrong with your nurture process. If you're getting a lot of appointments but you're not closing them into sales, there is something wrong with your closing process. So really, every part of this business problem, right, the whole business process can be fixed. The next phrase I find myself repeating to clients who wants to build successful and happy business is this: love yourself and protect your energy. Actually, this is one of the more important phrases. I should have put it to the top, but actually these 7 phrases are equally important. So why it's important to love yourself and to protect your energy, right? Because the reason is this. Today, right, if you have any sort of personal problems, whether it's a problem with your spouse, your kids, or any sort of family problems, right, and to even feel good about yourself, right, it will translate to pretty bad business outcomes because you wouldn't even have the energy to go and focus and do your stuff properly. So while it is important to get things done, right, to hustle and all that, you really have to remember to love yourself. Because I can tell you this, right, guys, if you're watching this, entrepreneurship, it's a very lonely journey. I can say this because I've been there before. There are times where you'll feel very lonely. You feel that, oh shit, there's no hope. Why am I doing this? Right? It happened to me 2 years back. Right? Why am I doing this? I should have taken an easier path. I should have done this. I should have done that. Nothing's working out. You'll really feel like shit. But the message is this, right? You need to love yourself. You need to believe in yourself that you have what it takes to make things work. I can't emphasize enough how important this is. Alright, you really need to believe in yourself and love yourself. How do we actually do that? It's easy to say that, right? For me, few things I do. I make sure I spend some time alone every day. When it reaches 5 p.m. when I pick my kids back home, I have no free time anymore. It's just taking care of them, making dinner for them, spending time with them. The me time I have is after they sleep, right? That crucial timing between like 10 p.m, 11 p.m. is really my own time. You have to go and find your own me time, right? To do things that will give you energy. So for me, I spend time reading, I watch Lim videos, and I exercise as well. Twice a week, I lift weights, I swim. Whenever I do that, I start to realize I feel better. Okay, so that's one way I do to love myself and to protect my energy. The same message go to you who are building your business. Always remember to take care of yourself. Don't just hustle and then you forget to take care of yourself. Work with entrepreneurs who have faced burnout before. When you face burnout and you forget to really go and look after yourself, everything is going to crumble. Point number 6, love yourself, protect your energy. The next phrase I find myself repeating to business owners who wants to build happy and successful business is this. I usually say this in Chinese, but let me just translate into the most Singaporean way ever. It's just 3 words. Happy can already. In Chinese, I always say happy 就好. This applies not just to business, but to life as well. And it's quite similar to my first point, right? There's no right or wrong. Happy can already means that there's no model answer. You don't need to listen to anybody, right? You do things that you happy can already. Again, you don't need to go and build a multi-million business. You don't need to go and do this and that according to what people say, right? Do things that makes you happy. For business to be happy, it has to be profitable. I'm assuming all those things are in place. Beyond that, it's really happy can already. Just do whatever you like. To me, right, gratitude and growth can coexist. You are allowed to be grateful for a business and say, okay, I'm happy today that I'm breathing, I'm awake, I can get to do this for my clients, right? I can go to serve my clients. You can also get to be grateful for that without having to think that, oh, that's not enough. Okay, I need to make more. You really can just feel grateful and tell yourself, I'm happy can already. There's no right or wrong. And this applies to life as well. So the key message is this, right? You don't really need to go and care about what people tell you to do. You don't need to do what everyone else is doing. You can just really be happy and do things your way, do things in your pace. Because ultimately, you need to remember this, right? You're building a business for the long term. You want to build a business that gives you energy, but not takes away energy from you. Okay, yes, during the tough parts, it will take away energy from you. But at the end of the day, you're building a business that is sustainable, that aligns to your values. Pretty much to my first point. So really, happy can already. There's no right or wrong. And that brings me to the end of this video. I'm not sure what's the length of this video, but really, these are the 7 phrases I find myself repeating a lot when I work one-on-one with my clients. So I hope they make sense to you. Today, if you're a business owner who are feeling a bit lost, facing some business problems, don't know what to do, feel free to reach out to me because that's really what I do. I work closely with business owners to install systems that can give them the life that they want. Okay, to bring them predictable clients, predictable leads so that they can grow their business predictably, sustainably, in a very scalable way. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe. At the point of filming this video, I think I only have 55 subscribers, but that's fine because why? I trust the process. I am not emotional about it. Right, I plan to be doing content like this for the rest of my life, and then it's okay, right? I don't need hundreds or thousands of followers. I just need to have a few followers that can resonate with my message, and I'm happy. Okay, so subscribe, join my email list. There's a free PDF I created as well called Client Flow, where I talk about the 7 mindset shifts you need to adopt if you want to scale your business. Click somewhere along the YouTube links, and I'll talk to you in the next video.